Hi everyone, if you enjoy what I do, then I think you'd enjoy my short collection of short stories and new paranormal thriller, available now on Amazon. Please make sure to subscribe and consider becoming a Patreon. Enjoy the video. So I played the TREPANG2 demo, or is it TREPANG2? Because if it's a sequel, then I'll be damned if I could find anything about the first one. Anyway, normally I'd play the full game before making a video, and maybe eventually I will, but this demo was just too much not to talk about. Although initially I had absolutely no idea what this game actually was, other than the fact it was being raved about online and had the Fallout 76 Mothman in it. Like with about 90% of stuff people rant about on Twitter, I pretty much ignored it until I saw that it had a demo, and these days I feel obligated to play as many demos as I can, just out of pure appreciation that they have one in the first place. So there I am, dropped into this loading screen with a literal nuke going off, and already I'm thinking that this is either going to be the most edgy or most explosively insane thing I've ever played, and spoiler alert, it's both. First, however, my character is locked up in a dank dungeon and forced to watch some indoctrination material, Clockwork Orange style. But just as the soundtrack is starting to get good, some ski-masked Yahoo puts a bullet in the TV, and I'm forced to waddle my way down to Curry's to get a new one. On the way, however, I'm interrupted by announcements demanding my capture, roving squads of kill teams, and a whole lot of dead bodies, including one that seemed to have an overabundance of lungs and a brain that seemingly teleported out of his head. After examining the jiggle physics of internal organs for far too long, and remembering I need to call my therapist, I'm forced to hide in the shadows, and it occurs to me that there's a distinct focus on stealth going on, a lot of creepy lighting, and apparently monstrous cryptids later on, and I get to thinking, was that gunplay in the trailer a lie? Is this actually some sort of SCP survival horror game, masquerading as a fast-paced shooter? Then I take a guy hostage, tear his head off with my goddamn hands, and proceed to matrix around the room, transforming people into a fine red mist, with a shotgun that can only be described accurately as a fucking cannon! This game is indeed a survival horror. Only you are the monster that everyone else needs to survive. The game pretty much admits as much in the final encounter of the first mission, where you have a commander sending wave after wave into the meat grinder that is your John Wick badassery, getting ever more agitated as increasing numbers of his men get eviscerated before saying screw it and joining them in decorating the wall. Now, despite the pure insanity of the gameplay, it's actually nothing we haven't seen before, harking back in style, pace, and even in subject to the F.E.A.R games, only where the F.E.A.R games had some semblance of trying to scare you. As far as I can tell, Trepang puts that to bed the instant you pick up a weapon, because try as it might, I don't think anything is going to be scary when you throw yourself at it in bullet time while akimboing a pair of overpowered grenade launchers. And that's not even mentioned in the cloak. Yes, like the Predator itself, you can cloak to help sneak up on dudes so you can more easily rip the spine from their body. That said, it's not so much the Predator I was thinking of while using it, and more Crisis, so much to the point that I had to actively prevent myself from stating "cloak engaged" in the most gravelly electronic voice I could muster every time I used it. Now, with all the fun and blood-soaked games, it's not to say that the game isn't tense at all, because even though I was harvesting enough man flesh to keep the whole of Mordor satiated, my entire body was so tense you could have probably used me to forge medieval weaponry. The point is, even without the mayhem of monsters and Mothmen that the full release promises, I can already tell that this is a solid, if somewhat dialed up successor to F.E.A.R, but I kinda can't stop thinking about, and will probably end up picking up the full version of. That is, of course, unless Trepang Studios want to send me a copy for free and make a video. No? Fine, I'll get my wallet. Thank you for watching, everyone. This video was a little out of the blue for me because I was just thinking I'll just try this demo out, and suddenly I have too much to say that I just can't keep to myself. Anyways, if you liked what you saw and want to see more, then hit the like button and subscribe. If you want to go that bit further in your support of the channel, then become a patron or channel member. Links are down in the description. Now, I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you next time.